My hair being this short is at least two people's own personal 9/11, and at least one of them fell to their knees in a Walmart. Anyways, I kind of made a sketch about the topic of this video like 2 to 3 years ago, question mark. But the problem has gotten worse because people are not only, blaming gay men for their own oppression now, they're also blaming gay men for all of misogyny and the patriarchy, which is great. Fantastic, guys. This is exactly the time in which you should be doing that. And coming to that conclusion just tells me you have a complete lack of understanding in, sexuality, but also in the patriarchy itself. To explain the issue a bit further, whenever I see some Andrew Tate bro being violently misogynistic, or some bottom of the barrel incel, uh, you know, being icky, there's always inevitably a comment that says some shit like, "Do men even like women?" A basic understanding of the patriarchy can answer that question. The answer is no. However, these people, they only have a basic understanding of the patriarchy and sexuality. They don't, engage in theory. They just consume TikTok and rot their brains. All people born after the year 2000 know how to do is consume TikTok, eat hot chip, and lie. So when people answer no to the question, do men even like women? These TikTok brained commenters come to the very wrong conclusion. To the conclusion that is easy to cope with reality, the conclusion that allows them to not have to think a bit harder about the situation. They come to the conclusion that because men do not like women, that suddenly that means all these misogynistic men are homosexual. Very loud, incorrect buzzer. Wrong. I'll start by giving you the correct answer so we're all on the same page. Just some basics. The patriarchy and oppression of marginalized genders, particularly women, and children, because once again, the patriarch means the father. The point is to have a man, or, the father, in control of every aspect of society, the head of the household, if you will. I'd say that the clearest, most obvious example of this power structure is the nuclear family. That's also one of the clearest ways you can see how child oppression is woven into the patriarchal system. It does manifest in other ways, and if you looked a bit harder, thought a bit more critical about it, the nuclear family structure can be applied to other things in society, like how we structure business, how we structure the government. You can see that nuclear family structure if you look a bit harder. But anyways, that's not the point of this video. Straight men under the patriarchy don't see women as people, but as objects to realize a goal. That goal being childbearing and having a sexual/domestic servant. Does that mean straight men aren't sexually attracted to women? No. Straight men, because they are straight, are still sexually attracted to women. When we say men don't like women, that does not mean men are not sexually attracted to women. That means they fucking hate you because they see you as misbehaving property that, will not sexually submit to them. Unfortunately, people can still be sexually attracted to other people that they don't see as people. As for if straight men are romantically attracted to women, that's a complicated topic. I'm going to be so real. First of all, a lot of straight people, just in general, women and men, don't understand that there is, in fact, a difference between sexual and romantic attraction. I think straight men especially do not know this. I think a lot of straight men are socialized to believe sexual attraction is romantic attraction, which, if you didn't figure that out by now, that would explain a lot of their behaviors. I don't think that means that they're romantically attracted to men. I think that instead of that is another entirely different situation where they're rather having a power cult sort of situation where they center each other over anybody else that's not a man. That's not necessarily romantic or sexual attraction. It's a weird power cult thing that they've got going on. Anyways, too long didn't read. Men don't like women because they see them as misbehaving property, and not because they aren't sexually attracted to them. So now that you know the correct answer, let's go over why the wrong answer is in fact still wrong. Straight women, even queer people of all genders, are commenting under misogynistic straight men's videos, with their quirky little catchphrases like, do men even like women? If you're gay, just say that. And I just know he has 69 Grinder notifications. One of the worst examples of this was back in 2021, where women kept making the joke that men that coerce women into doing anal are secretly gay, which you're blaming gay men for raping women. That's what you're doing. You understand that, right? If you say shit like that, you sound insane. I do think that these started as tasteless jokes around 10 to 15 years ago to own the right wing. But as of the 2020s, there are people that genuinely do believe that all the most evil misogynists in the world are just secretly gay and being repressed about it and deciding to abuse many women about it.
I feel like a lot of our world problems would be solved if men just allowed themselves to be gay in peace. Allowed themselves, each other. Y'all do not have to walk around murking, kidnapping, and coercing just because you can't get a pee touch. Get the pee touch consensually. Stop ruining shit for everybody. You guys are making things weird when you could, in fact, just play in each other's booty holes in peace. Y'all the ones making the rules out here. I don't know why y'all making it difficult for yourselves.
When you imply that misogynists are just gay men, you are implying that gay men specifically are the problem. You are implying that gay men are the source of oppression for women across the world. And in turn, you are completely stripping straight men of all the responsibility when they're the ones that are facilitating all of women's suffering. I am begging you guys from the bottom of my heart to stop stripping straight men of all the responsibility for their actions. Now, because of these jokes, a lot of straight women unironically think down low gay men get into relationships with them just to abuse them about it. I hate to tell you this, but he's probably not a closeted gay man filled with resentment. He probably just hates you. He's a straight man that sees you as property rather than a person. Wake the fuck up. But Nicholas, it does happen where an Andrew Tate misogynist bro does turn out to be secretly gay the entire time. I'm sure it does. Never say never. What I am saying right now is that it's not as fucking common as you people think, and it's not the main source of women's oppression across the world. You guys are making it out to be like every single man that's ever hurt a woman is secretly gay. That's part of the issue that I have with this right now. Statistically, not likely. I need you guys to understand that queer people are still a minority population across the world. And statistically, not every man that is abusing you is secretly down low gay. He's just a straight man that hates you. But Nicholas, gay men are still men and can still be misogynistic. Correct. I'm not telling you gay men can't be misogynistic. What I'm telling you is that gay men are not the source of most of the most evil violence in the world against women. Gay men are not raping you, gay men are not killing you, gay men are not the ones abusing you, and gay men are not the ones specifically stripping you of your rights. I will say gay men are misogynistic with their words often. They should be held accountable for that. But straight men are the ones that are, you know, being misogynistic with their actions. They're the ones putting you physically and financially, emotionally in danger 100 times more often than gay men are. I'm not saying, never hold a gay man responsible for saying misogynistic shit. What I'm saying is I need you to stop being fucking deluded into believing that gay men are the ones that are putting you in danger, because they're not. That would be straight men. Stop stripping them of responsibility, please. But Nicholas, Grinder crashed during the Republican National Convention. Hee 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 ho 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 hoo hoo hoo. Very funny. You're so funny. I really hate to tell you this. But that's not necessarily proof that a bunch of straight Republicans are secretly down low gay. What that is proof that white gays have chosen their whiteness over being a queer man. This is a cishet white gay issue. This is the one time that you needed to point fingers specifically at white gays, and you didn't. You instead took the responsibility off of the white gays that are choosing being a right wing conservative over their own queerness, and you put that onto straight Republicans. Can you guys ever hold the correct people accountable? Will it kill you to hold the correct people accountable for once in your life? But Nicholas, it's just a joke. It's just a silly little joke to rage bait misogynistic men. Hey, darling, I understand that you probably mean well, but the consequences will be dire if you guys don't stop doing this shit. Whether you're a gay man making this joke, a straight woman making this joke, or everybody in between, you are not helping. You're not helping. Now is not the fucking time to be painting gay men as woman abusers. You do understand why, right? Straight people have been pushing the pedo jacketing narrative onto queer people since for fucking ever, but it's come back into the style with an iron fist. Trans women are being accused of being woman abusers in bathrooms and shit. The last thing we need right now is for you people to spoon feed the right wing a culture war talking point saying that gay men are all down low woman abusers. That's what you're doing. You're spoon feeding them a perfect culture war to take down gay men. Now is not the fucking time. Maybe 10 or 15 years ago when it wasn't this bad, but as of now, now is not the fucking time. And no matter how you're using it, the joke is homophobic at its core because you are using gay as an insult. You can try to play coy with me and be like, "Oh no, I just called him gay and then he took offense to that." You know what you're doing. Don't act fucking coy with me. You know that you called him gay to get him upset, to own the right wing, and you used it like that to make it sound like an insult. Don't fucking play coy with me. I know what you're doing. We all know what you're doing. And then on top of it, after using gay as an insult, you've then handed them an easy narrative to twist in their own favor. Um, I'm begging you guys to stop before the culture war picks up this narrative and starts using it against gay men. Misogynist gay men aside, in comparison to straight men, gay men love women more than straight men. Straight women are gay men's closest friends, oftentimes. They're more likely to see women as, people. I don't understand why you guys see hate women and immediately think gay men. Gay men enjoy the company of women to the point where I've seen an uptick in, short form videos of gay men being like, hey, uh, queer people are in danger, straight women are in danger. Let's do some lavender marriages again.
This is my official petition to bring back lavender marriages. Lavender marriages were like in the 1950s and before when being gay was illegal. And this is where gay men knowingly enter relationships with either queer women or straight women in a marriage for safety and security. But I'm ready for them to be back. I hate men. Do you hate men? If you're a straight woman or a queer woman and you want a gay husband, I am down. I've always thought this was a great idea for me. I've always felt like I'd be a great match. So let me make my case for why we would have an amazing, amazing life together if you picked me.
That's how much gay men love you. Do straight men like women? I'm inclined to say no. And I'm inclined to say that even with a certain amount of misogynistic gay men on the loose, gay men still love women more than straight men. So, pretty pleased with the cherry on top. Stop spreading the rumor and genuinely believing that all of the most evil misogynists in the world are just down low gay guys that are abusing women about it. You are spoon feeding the right wing a new culture war talking point to attack gay men. Stop it.